In this video I'm going to talk you through the roadmap of becoming a music producer. This is the roadmap that I wish I knew before I started out producing music, so I'm going to share it with you. Whether you're thinking about becoming a music producer or you're just starting out, this roadmap will help you to navigate your journey. All I want to do is help you to become the best music producer that you can be, and that starts out by finding out the destinations that you need to get to in order to become a music producer. The first destination is the starting point of your journey. You're intrigued by the idea of making music. And if that's you, then I'm encouraging you from the get-go, go for it. Like, what's stopping you from making music? And the problem you might be facing, like I faced, is knowing where to go next. So that leads us to our second destination, knowing where to start. So where do you start? You start by learning basic music theory. Just learn the basics of music theory. And actually I've put together a video covering the easiest method to remember your piano scales, and you can find that video linked in the description. Once you start to get to grips with the very basics of learning music theory, then you can move on to this next destination. Now I'm going to warn you, this destination can lead to a dangerous road. You can get stuck in the loophole, watching gear reviews and thinking that you need all the gear in the world to start making music. All you need at the very least is a keyboard, a microphone, a laptop and a DAW. Here are some free DAWs, digital audio workstations, that you can use today: Ableton Live, Studio One and GarageBand. And the great thing about GarageBand is that it comes with any MacBook for free, and it also comes on your iPhone. All you need is some gear to get you going that will help you to learn, practice and develop your music production skills. I've linked the gear that I use in the description, but I've also put together some cheap alternatives that you can use to help you get started in music production today. Once you've got your DAW, you can move on to the next destination, which is making your first loop or track. This is the most exciting but also at the same time the most frustrating part of the process. It's the point in the process where you want to be making the best and most amazing music possible, but you're actually not, because you don't know much about it yet. And that's totally fine. It's also the stage where you'll consider quitting, but don't, because who knows where you'll end up if you don't quit. Just start off by learning the basics in your DAW and just get to grips with how your DAW works. Start making your first track or loop. It'll probably sound terrible at first, but don't worry, you'll get better as time comes. If you're struggling to make a track or loop, then find a song that you love. Listen to it. What elements, what techniques is this music producer using in their music? How are they making their drums sound? How are they putting their drums together? What are they using to make this synth sound like this? How can I find a synth that sounds similar? So I suggest starting there. Just replicating some song that you really like the sound of. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you're learning new things along the way, that's all that matters. After making your first track or loop, it can be easy to compare yourself to other artists and think, I'm not going to get there. Every artist, every music producer started off with the skill and knowledge that you have today. With consistent learning and consistent application of that learning, you will get to the level of that music producer that you have been influenced by. Once you've put together your first loop or track, we can move on to our next destination: consistency. When it comes to music production, consistency is key. One of the best ways to constantly improve is by making small incremental changes over time that will help you to get better and better step by step. So what do I mean by small incremental changes? I'm just talking about improving each track or loop that you make by 1% each time. That's all it takes. That 1% could be something as simple as applying a new technique that you've learned in the past week, applying a new note or chord that you've learnt, or even experimenting with a new key. These small 1% improvements will add up and accumulate over time, helping you to become a better music producer. Remember, the journey to becoming a great music producer is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep making tracks, keep making loops, keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep enjoying the process of learning and creating. The next destination is producing your first intentionally good track. Your first track will not be your best track. Let me say that again. Your first track will not be your best track, but it will be the foundation for your future success. So, fire up your DAW, start creating. It could be a simple beat or melody that you choose to work on, but whatever you choose, make sure that you put your heart and soul into it. Make sure that you make it intentionally good, and make sure that you apply any new techniques that you have learned. Once you've produced your first intentionally good track, start making your next track, but improve it by 1%. Now that you've made your first track, drumroll please, you have officially joined the ranks of music producers. Congratulations. It doesn't matter if you haven't released a track yet, you've produced your own music, and that is something to be proud of. Remember, the journey doesn't end here, this is just the start. The best producers are the producers that keep learning and practicing and applying what they have learned. And all I want to do is help you to become the best music producer that you can be. Don't forget to subscribe for more music production tips and tutorials. Let me know what you want to learn in your music production to help you to get to the next level. If you're eager to continue your music production journey, then I've got a great video for you. It covers the easiest method to remember your scales, and you can check it out right here.